recipe for you here. It's not my recipe, so if it goes wrong, you can't blame me. Let's go for that route. I really have been wanting to try and make my own Jaffa cakes for a really long time now, and I found a recipe that everyone has heralded, and I'll pop it in the description box below. So, for those of you who have not heard of the Jaffa cake, it is essentially a sponge cakey base with a jellied layer of orange, and then on top, dark chocolate. It's blooming delicious. We're going to start off by making our orange filling. Now, this is a very essentially concentrated version of jelly, because you want loads of flavour in there, loads of stickiness. In a jug, I'm going to put 150 ml of boiling water. To that, we're going to add in a packet of orange jelly, which I really struggle not to eat these raw. To also just get as much real orange flavour in there as we can, we're going to add in the zest of 1 orange. We're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of orange marmalade, and this one's got the rind in too. And then we're going to give it a really good stir. We are fully dissolved. Now we're going to decant this into a shallow baking tray, shallow baking dish, anything that was basically going to set your liquid out at about 1 centimetre's worth of thickness. What you're looking for is a level dish though, because you don't really want too many curves and stuff, so that you've got a nice level jelly. So I'm actually going to use this, which might be a little bit too big, but not to worry, there's always a solution. If it is too big, then we'll just cut out multiple discs and stack them so you still get the right amount of jelly. And then that is going to go into a fridge for around an hour or until it's set. So our next stage is to make the delicious spongy cake for the bottom. So we're going to preheat our oven to 200 degrees centigrade. We have now got a bain-marie set up, so that is a heat-proof bowl suspended over a shallow pot of water. So you don't want the bottom of the bowl to touch, but you want that steam to be able to rise and keep the bowl nice and warm. We're going to start cooking our mixture in this, and that's because it's going to melt down the sugar, it's going to build up the structure of the eggs, so it's just going to help to really create a nice airy, light batter. I've also got here some electric whisks, just to make it a bit easier, because you want to be stirring this and getting the sugar and eggs first off really light and fluffy and quite pale in colour, which takes some hard work. And you know me, I'm not about the hard work. So first up, we're going to crack in 2 free-range eggs into our bain-marie. We're going to add 50 grams of caster sugar, and then we're going to start whisking. Hey, Kenwood, send us a new mixer. I don't want to be anything other than what I'm trying to be like now. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again. Where did it come from? Got that door. So what you've got here is a gorgeously, almost like custard-like thickness. It's gone really pale and fluffy. It's beautifully combined. At this point, we're going to add in 50 grams of self-raising flour, just a little bit at a time, keeping those whisks moving, and then our batter will be ready to go. It is done. So I've got a very good non-stick pan, but I am going to just quickly whip around a little bit of butter, just to make sure it's totally non-stick. And we're going to use our batter to fill the 12 holes about halfway. Okay, I'm actually going to decant this into a jug just to make my life easier. Then we're going to pour it into our moulds. So these are now going to go into our preheated oven at 200 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes, or basically until they've gone lovely and golden. We are back and it is assembly time, and no, I've not had myself a cheeky drink in the meantime. This is my improvised cutting instrument. So our little cakes are done and out the oven. They have cooled fully, and that's what we want. We've got our chocolate beautifully melting in a bain-marie again, and our jelly is solid. I'm just going to make sure this is all nice and loose and start cutting out my 12 little jellies. Oh, this is so satisfying. Oh! You want the disc to go on the flat side, which is going to create your lovely round Jaffa cake. And just place that on and repeat for all 12 Jaffa cakes. This is the best. Okie dokie, I am so chuffed with these. Look how beautiful beautiful they are. So when everything is ready to go, you need to make sure that your chocolate is cool. If you put it on too hot, you're going to melt your jelly, so we don't want that. So if you need to cool it down at all, then just pop it in a bath of cold water, making sure the water doesn't touch the actual chocolate. Keep stirring. It will start to thicken when it's a good cool temperature, but still loose. That's what we want. So that's going to go straight over the top of our Jaffa Cakes. Oh no! I'm not even finished. So all that's left to do now is to pop these in the fridge just to cool for a little bit, and then we can enjoy. What a satisfying thing to bake. I'm so chuffed with these. I'm gonna tuck in and let you know what I think. Really good. Dare I say it, ever so slightly better than an actual Jaffa cake. That is super tasty, bursting with fresh orange taste. If you give this recipe a go, please let me know in the comments box below. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and if you click that little bell, you'll hear about all those lovely new recipes appearing every single Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, goodbye.